about every small query I have about skin and hair. And today I've made a list of all the questions that I've had. And the best part is I have 5 dermatologists here with me from across the country who are here to answer them. So let's have a look at our panel today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anurag Tiwari and I practice in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh.
Hi, I'm Dr. Flora. I'm from Apollo Cosmetics, Chennai.
Hi, I'm Dr. Divya Sharma from Whitefield, Bangalore.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dinesh, a practicing dermatologist from Chennai.
Hello, I'm Dr. Rajetha Damisetty. I practice in Hyderabad.
Great, so let's get started with the questions. Dr. Divya, do you think all natural skin products are good for us?
Perhaps I think I'm more wary of the natural skin products than the available with the chemists, because you know it's practically impossible to preserve something natural in an unadulterated preservative-free form. They rather have more preservatives loaded in them than the ones people are scared about using.
Do you think charcoal can detoxify skin?
Charcoal does nothing to skin if you apply it yourself. It's used when somebody's poisoned in the, you can be put in the stomach and it will absorb the poison, but it doesn't really work when you put it on the skin.
Dr. Anurag, what is the best way to reduce my wrinkles?
Well, if you ask me honestly, then don't smile. Because smiling, laughing is the only thing which will give you wrinkles. It is the usage of the muscles that give rise to wrinkles. So if you don't want wrinkles, don't smile, don't use expressions. But if you're talking in medical ways, there is no cream, there is no lotion which can vouch, it can remove wrinkles or it can prevent wrinkles.
What are the causes of wrinkles? The causes of wrinkles is, one is environmental, that is the environmental assaults that happen on your skin, and then you have the aging factor. So aging is something inevitable. Environmental, like the sun, the smoking and environmental pollution, is something which you can tackle. So basically you need to have a good skin regime in place where you use a sunscreen properly if you are too much of an outdoor person, you quit or you reduce your smoking, and have products or get the procedures done which constantly exfoliate your skin at regular intervals. So these would kind of slow down the wrinkling part of it, but they wouldn't really stop the wrinkling part of it.
Dr. Divya, when is the best age to start an anti-aging therapy?
Probably as soon as possible, as soon as you realize, because as Dr. Dinesh already said, aging is of two types. One is the chronological aging, which is inevitable, and one is premature aging. So premature, it's the daily cumulative exposure of, there is pollution, there is ultraviolet light. Now the new kid on the block is infrared radiation, which we see a lot of patients now working in corporate companies being exposed to. So all that cumulative DNA damage is what eventually leads to aging. So today is the day you realize you want to, the day you want to, perhaps is the best day.
Dr. Annie, what is the best way to pop a pimple?
The best advice will be to not pop a pimple.
Okay.
It has to be done sterile, and it is better when you get it done. If it's really infected, to let out the pus, a doctor has to do the job. And picking the pimples will actually induce more scars, so not to be done at home.
Dr. Rajetha, what would be a good skincare regime for oily skin patients?
Now you would want a cleanser that has either a salicylic acid or a glycolic acid. And you certainly want, depends on where you live, if you're in a coastal place, you might get away without a moisturizer. But if you were in an interior place, then you would still need a moisturizer, depending on the season of course. And you would want to look for a oil-free moisturizer, something that's designed for oily skin or acne-prone skin, something that claims to be non-comedogenic, and of course sunscreen. If you want to take care of your skin, then protecting it from the ultraviolet rays is the way to go.
Dr. Divya, your views upon this, sensitive skin?
I think it perhaps resonates with Dr. Rajetha rightly said. So this is the very basic thing that you can do, what we would advise a patient to do on their own. Because there's no end to the list of things that can be done for an oily skin. But if that oily skin is oily skin without any acne, without any breakouts, then as ma'am rightly said, a gentle cleanser and something that has alpha hydroxy acids and a non-comedogenic moisturizer, that would help, that would do.
Dr. Dinesh, what is your suggestion? How often should one exfoliate their face?
Probably every 2 to 3 weeks, I would suggest.
Dr. Annie?
Yes, once in 2 weeks, because skin has a time, it has a 14-day cycle. the shedding and the next layer to be shed, it definitely takes that time. So we have to give it some space, cleaning time. Not to exfoliate like twice or thrice in a week. That's really harmful to the skin.
We hope you like this video, and if you do like the content of this video, please do subscribe to the channel, which is Skin Diaries.